Oh. Take a second to sip some tea. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, it was in the next floor of the laboratory. There's a picture of a yellow circle on the wall. A little plaque is below the picture. It reads, "Gold represents absolute perfect." While some alchemists desire to literally create gold, many have their own personal goal that they pursue. Yeah, gold represents absolute perfection and the ultimate goal of all alchemists. Okay. I take it. The picture is welded to the wall. The metal plaque next to the door reads, "Archives. Use the master ID to get in?" Yes. He only loves his own memory of you. Huh. The attic ladder is in the pantry. Oh? How do I get it down? This is what happens when you're an ungrateful brat. He read your college essay about Ma. Huh. Well then. Okay, so the ladder to the attic is in the pantry. I just don't know how to get it down. Can't get in there. Metal plaque next to the door reads "Memorial Room." You hear people talking behind the door. Best not to get caught. Alright, let's go to next floor. B4 it should be? Yeah. There's a picture of a red arrow on the wall. A little plaque is below the picture. It reads, "Brimstone or sulfur represents heat, dryness, in the human soul. In certain religions, it is stated that hell smells of sulfur. Alchemic research has dictated that this may be due to the amount of probable souls residing in hell's fires." Okay, so we have gold, sulfur. Can't look at that. Metal plaque next to the door reads "Incinerator." Ah. There's that one rope that I can incinerate. Although, if I can't bring it with me, then... The metal plaque next to the door reads "Scrapped Project Repository." The box is filled with new glass bottles. What is that? Let's get everything else first. Tendrils are hanging off the top of the tank like a butterfly's chrysalis. That sucks, bro. I hope you're able to recover soon. Yeah, see if you got like a fever. Various dusty bottles line the shelves. This box is filled with new glass bottles. This is a pushcart. It's probably here to move things in and out of the room. One of the wheels is busted. Hey there. Hi. More hair is growing out of the vent. Is this another Lily? It has the same type of hair. I was wondering if Lily was an experiment. Recycle room. Leech. Oh no. Someone is tangled in the hair. Can I get them out? No, that's good it's not the Rona, yeah. There isn't anything to snip here. Well, can I snip the hair to get her out? The various rules on what can and can't be recycled are blocked by the hair. Can I knit the hair out of the way? Okay, no. Is there a go in here? Oh, yeah. Okay, I can possibly incinerate something in there. That's nice to know. This is the shakiest elevator. Must be terrifying to ride, besides being in a creepy secret laboratory. Huh. A large window peers out. It's the inside of the well. Ah, okay. No. The floor is covered in wet hair. Deeper down the hall is a thick liquid. It's the same as in the garden. Huh. Not again. Okay. The tomb in the garden. Is he trying to, like, resurrect a dead lily with a bunch of different attempts? Isn't Lily's garden the one with, like, the really horny lady who's, like, cheating on everyone or something? I've seen the advertisements for that, and it's like, what the fuck? A little plaque is below the picture. It reads, "Water is blood, mercury, and the origin of life. In order for a body to operate life and soul, it must contain water." This is true. Stay hydrated. If this was connected to the Horny Lily's Garden game, that's just apparently it's just like a, I don't know, one of those boring phone games that the advertisements make it seem all deep or something like that. I would be surprised. A little plaque is below the picture. It reads, "Air is both heat and wet, blood and soul. Souls move like air when not contained within a body." Am I gonna have to, like, remember all these later? A red triangle. Little plaque is below the picture. Fire is love, rage, passion, and hatred all in one form. These are all key factors in a human soul, not just masculine ones. Picture of a green triangle on the wall. A little plaque is below the picture. Earth is touch, movement, and physicality of the body. A soul must connect to these things in a body in order to claim it as its own. The middle plaque next to the door reads, "Nymph Project Body Test Room." This is my bedroom. It looks like you're bare. This isn't Sniffles. It smells like bathroom cleaner and is filled with sand. It's too heavy. Lamp. There's no bulb. It's stuck to the nightstand. It isn't yarn. Is it hair? It's hair, isn't it? Looks just like your wardrobe. It's completely filled with oily hair. That's pretty high in Celsius, isn't it? Or is... Wait, fuck. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You gotta go get medical attention? Should be the door to the bathroom. It's just more wallpaper behind the door. Take the door? Not an option. That's nice. Can I go sideways? A bright sign reads, "In use," next to the door. Let's just stay hidden for now. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay. Use my creepy little finger to press the blue... I could just use the mouse, but I'm stubborn. Okay. Yeah, if it's above a certain temperature, you gotta be careful out there. Green arrow. Phosphorus is a special element with the ability to capture light itself. Because of its features, it can be used as a base for a new soul. No black stories. Dark room. Sure. Expensive looking cameras are sitting on this counter. Looks like some kind of expensive equipment. Everything smells like chemicals. Am I gonna have to take something in here? Metal black stories. Barrel storage. Smells like the bottom of the well. Are these just full of other dead lilies? Those are probably full of other dead lilies. Surgical lab. A light shines from the red bulb above the door, signifying a surgery is in progress. If my internet holds up, I can possibly play something, although I won't really be paying attention to it because I'm fascinated by what's happening in this game. I would have to, like, take a break from the game, just, like, chill out and watch it for a bit. Let me get through all the floors and read this, and then I'll take a little break. Blue cloaked figure. Yeah, even Freddy's having trouble with it. I heard they're gonna start passing it off onto the work study students. I sure fucking hope not. Nicole's been doing cleaning stuff to the Mercurial building. If they try to make her try to clean up that Azoth shit, I'm going to student resources myself. Just let her do her own thing, man. What is happening? Oh shit. Is that... Hey, Huh? Whoa, is your name Lily? Papa said not to talk to strangers, but there's Bones, and you almost tell them about the man you slaughtered, but you keep your mouth shut. Probably a good idea. You think she saw the pit, man? Derek, shut the fuck up. Your dad, is he Professor Tabachi? Tabaki? Tobacco? Do you know Papa? Yeah, he should be in the lab. Follow me, kiddo. I'll take you to him. Dude, what about our project? This will be like 5 minutes. Relax. Oh, did the game freeze? You okay, game? What are all these, huh? Papa? Lily? Papa! Lily, what happened to you? You're all wet. Were you out in the rain? There was a voice in the... You heard the well voice again? No, I didn't find anyone when I got to the bottom. I found an elevator, and this is the first time I think you've made it down here. It is. What? Take a look at this, Lily. Yeah, it's probably just full of lilies. Take a look. Good girl. Yep, it's just full of lilies. Papa? What is your next iteration, Lily? It took years, but I finally managed to recreate your body. I'm sorry I couldn't get your hair color right, but that's just the price of working with Azoth. The only difference that needs fixed is your soul. You can't help it being underdeveloped. You always promise to be a good girl, but you always end up breaking my rules one way or another. The first iteration I made fell down the well. It saw me throw a delivery down there and thought it was someone who needed help. A delivery? The stupid thing didn't even figure out the body was already dead. Didn't even listen to Papa's rule of not going outside alone at night. It tried doing what you did, made a little rope. The rope snapped, but the iteration didn't die at first. As it screamed for help, I realized something. If you act out as a bad girl, you can die and have your soul put into another iteration with a clean slate. Your brain doesn't remember doing anything bad, but your soul will eventually remember that only bad things come from being a bad girl. One day, this will make you the most perfect Lily, without any of the actual trauma in your brain. My assistants and I recorded the first one's screams and decided to begin the experiment. I of course had to wonder, how many times will Lily die before she realizes that nothing comes from disobeying Papa? We called it Generation Iteration Development. Each new generation of Lily becomes smarter and smarter. We have enough meat so we can keep developing more bodies. Okay, that's why everything stayed the same after the last time. I thought someone needed help. Here you are again. You think a voice coming from outside is more important than Papa. Oh no. Papa? Let's see if this is what it takes for you to put your fingers in your ears and just wait for Papa to come home. Wait! Oh fuck, dude. Still, I gotta say, Papa's proud of you for getting all the way down here. Tell you what, you can be my little apprentice again when you finally learn, okay? Well, fuck. I think I'm gonna have to kill his ass. Oh, got a 1. Where's that particular sticky note? Okay. The third X of the last part. Every time you die in a significant way, you get another number to the mysterious phone number that you're not allowed to call. It's probably Child Protective Services or something. I'm just guessing. Just this. And so I only have like 4 of the numbers, but it's a 10-digit phone number, so let me
Bosses in video games are they themselves a form of art. They require a certain balance of charm, mechanics, memorability, and at the same time
Lily
need
knows
fun
what
to deal with.
911 is.
Boss fights are there to test the player's abilities to grasp the mechanics of the
Also, like, they live in, like, this weird closed-off city where people from what they call the outside world aren't, like, supposed to be coming in. So I don't know if they even got 911.
game, whether it be as simple as the typing system in Pokemon, or the complexity of real-time combat in Metroid Dread. Boss fights are a delicate balance, and even more so when it comes to their story and thematic undertones. A while back, I talked about Metal Gear Rising, a video game that I adore, from its music to its mechanics, to its presentation, and so on and so forth. But I felt as though I didn't really do justice to the game's bosses. Well, I'm fixing that mistake now. This is a video that will talk about the bosses of Metal Gear Rising in more depth, at least the more character-based ones. As much as I like Metal Gear Ray, the boss is more or less used to establish the action of the game as well as have a great set piece to hook the players into fast and furious slicing action. But I will explain why in its own section. I will not be talking about Blade Wolf because I want to save his character for something different down the line. I'm Monk Common, and thank you for joining me on this analysis of the Winds of Destruction.
That dog robot with the chainsaw tail is hilarious.
Spoilers. Duh.
I love this guy's little rant zone.
I think it's
so
important
cute
to establish something about the Metal Gear series as a whole. At least in my experience, the boss fights in any Metal Gear Solid game were the highlights of the game. Now granted, depending on which game and what controls you're rocking, you may disagree, but there have been plenty of videos talking about how the end from Metal Gear Solid 3 is the greatest boss fight in video game history.
What?
I think that's a little over the top, but I'd be lying if it wasn't a pretty dynamic one. Hard to sneeze at a boss that you can take out in multiple different ways, including just messing with the clock in your game's system.
Listen to yourself. This is a mission. It's not a game, it's not a sport.
Oh, shut up!
But here's the thing. Depending on who you ask, the bosses of these games are a lot deeper than people give credit to, Rising included. Desperado's executives, the Winds of Destruction, are a key factor to this. From their namesakes to musical themes to dialogue and backstory, the Winds of Destruction have a unique trait that make them stand out from each other, but still hold them in a thematic sense. You need only look at their color schemes of red, black, and deep metal colors, which is obvious if you look at them and how they're part of a major corporation, but it works well and they act as a very good contrast to Raiden himself, whose major color in this game is blue and black. Well, save for...
Now you're just being nasty.
But you get the point. In addition, they act as a good opposition for Raiden, not just with fighting, but also story-wise and even their names. Like, the Winds of Destruction are named after cultural winds, and Raiden is...
Mr. Lightning Bolt.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
The cybernetically enhanced humans are much more dangerous than the giant machines, and this is demonstrated with the fight with Metal Gear Ray. In 2018 of the Metal Gear universe, war has changed. Again, with the advent of cybernetic augmentation of human abilities, they improved the soldiers. Reflexes, replacing lost limbs, reaction time, and improved range of motion. They have effectively changed the tide of combat. Give these soldiers more powerful weapons and the proper training, and you found your answer to Granin's dilemma. And if you don't know, Granin is the real mastermind between Metal Gear, as established in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Tank does not need a rocket. It needs something else. Look at these.
Nice shoes.
No. Legs. Legs that allow to go anywhere. Just as when humans learn to walk upright. That is the real revolution in weaponry. Don't you agree?
The all-terrain potential of infantry with the destructive power of artillery. That is the evolution of combat.
Make people robot?
And that is what Metal Gear Ray's boss fight represents in that
Become
regard.
anime?
The evolution of combat in the Metal Gear universe. Considering the times where you actually do fight against
Become
Metal Gears in the
anime
Solid
is the
series,
ultimate
in those
military
games you're
strategy.
forced to fight them with more meager weapons like rocket launchers, or to use your own Metal Gear to fight them. But in Metal Gear Rising, Raiden is capable
I'm
of
just
fighting
being
this
hassled to
monstrosity
do
like
stuff.
it's nothing. The same with Jetstream Sam in the DLC. This is actually highlighted very well in the song Rules of Nature. If you can stop headbanging for a few seconds and listen to the lyrics, you'll hear stuff like this.
Oh my god, these lyrics. It does rock, though.
Metal Gear Ray is a relic of the past in Rising. It's merely being used as a means to delay Raiden from chasing after Sundowner after he kidnaps a high-ranking official in Africa. Times have changed, but Metal Gear is officially an obsolete weapon. It's a matter of survival of the fittest, Darwin's theory of evolution. In a sense, Metal Gear Ray is passing of the torch on the battlefield.
Why
And
this
it's
robot's
something that
weird
actually has
elephant
parallel
feet?
to the actual real world of combat, evolution. Blunt
Yeah, even
objects
the
gave way to
robots have thick
swords, swords
thighs?
gave way to guns, and guns have way more technological advances in modern warfare, such as... That to me is why Metal Gear Ray is probably the best way to start off the game, to show the player that the giant mechs of previous Metal Gears aren't the real threat, but rather, it's the soldiers. They are the focus. They are the ones that steal the show. Now, like I said, I would talk about
I barely
Blade
know
Wolf,
anything
but I'd
about
like to focus
Otacon,
more
but
on
he's
the
my
human
favorite
characters
character in the
instead,
entire
since
series.
that's more of a point of this video. And
Also,
I like to
this
think
lady,
I did a
I love
decent
her.
job with Wolf's themes in the video that I put out a while ago. If not, hey, I could always make another video. That's the point of this channel. But for now, Mistral. The northern cold winds, more specifically the cold northern winds in the French Alps. She is a French-Algerian orphan who shares a similar origin to that of Raiden's childhood. Orphan thanks to the Algerian War of 1990s. She sought her parents' killers.
But I butchered
Not
those
just an
fuckers.
Because
e-girl.
of that, Mistral
She is
found her
the
calling.
e-girl.
She was always good at killing. Still, even though she was good at it, she still questions why she would fight for a cause when she really didn't have a choice. At least until...
And then I met him.
The battle with Mistral is a battle of identity, as even her music can attest to that.
Finally found what
Its lyrics talk about a constant stranger who can only be considered the battlefield as her home. And later on, this will also go to reflect when Raiden as becomes more accepting of his own past and uses it to fulfill his goals. Pardon me if I butcher this name, because for some reason whenever I talk about foreign names, I can't help but butcher them myself. L'Etranger, or the Stranger, is the weapon of choice of this deadly woman, which is confirmed reference to Albert Camus's book with the same name, which for those who don't know, it is a
Just, like,
story about a
snap on
French-Algerian
more
man named Merosot. If you want a small synopsis for the book, spoilers I guess, Merosot in his journey of a killing person, the before and after, his emotions being shown to the world as he wonders about his own existence, future. I don't know, I haven't read it fully, so maybe there's a lot more symbolism in comparison, but from what I understand, there's a bit of a reference to the benign indifference of the universe, where Mistral was pretty much killing for no good reason, at least until she met Stephen Armstrong, who gave her life purpose. After her defeat, she realized what it was like to die for a cause and expressed her wish towards someone to continue to fight for her belief that he wouldn't fall, that he wouldn't fail. And her final words, I think what I find most interesting about Mistral is the parallels to Raiden. A good boss should have some sort of connection to the
What
main
does that mean
characters,
again? I
especially
don't know
when there's so
French.
few bosses in Metal Gear Rising. Considering the fact there really isn't a personal connection, save for the two, there needs to be another one. A connection between both the player character and the boss helps incite a bit of tension between them. In Mistral's case, it's the similar past that she and Raiden had, child soldiers, and how if things turned out differently, Raiden could have been on the same path as Mistral. And later on, when Jack the Ripper appears, Mistral wasn't too far off. They are more similar than she first thought.
The characters are so edgy, I love them.
Monsoon.
This guy looks like such a
Named after
motherfucker.
the Eastern wet storms, more specifically
such
the
a bitch.
Southeastern Asian variety. He is a Thon Then war survivor with Cambodian origins, having survived the Cambodian genocide and eventually becoming a gang member that had ties to human trafficking and drug trades. Monsoon's philosophy is one of nihilism, the rejection of all moral principles.
He's like a
and the
walking
belief that
gamer
life
mouse.
is meaningless, a philosophy carved into his body, as stated when he claims,
Oh, definitely a hardcore Redditor.
Its final lesson is carved deep in my psyche. That this world and all its people are diseased. Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. Controlled by something greater. Memes. The DNA of the soul.
people often like to make jokes at the language that Monsoon says.
Memes. The DNA of the soul.
But there is a lot of truth to that. There's a phrase that's uttered that if you say a lie enough times, it becomes the truth. In a sense, that's the same with memes. Richard Dawkins, a world-renowned biologist, coined the term in his 1976 book, The Selfish Gene. To give a simplified explanation, a meme is essentially a unit of cultural evolution, an idea, a concept. They are essentially the DNA of the soul, and really, if you want a more simplified version than that,
Yeah, it's just an idea repeated across a community.
They become a carrier. Envy, greed, despair, loneliness.
hate leads to hate. And it's a sad aspect of our modern day internet culture that we're seeing this happen right before our very eyes. And yet people turn their gaze away.
Oh, he definitely
They
like
don't
kins
see
the
it.
Joker.
Monsoon's nihilism
Probably
can
calls the
even be
Joker a
attributed
spirit
to his
animal.
design. One of the most defining features of Monsoon is his segmented body. His cyborg body is probably the most unique out of all the other bosses in the game, let alone cyborgs. Going so far to further
do love
segment
the
his
weird
body
floating
kind of speaks to
robot
me that
parts.
he doesn't
That's pretty
really
fun.
value the aspect of humanity, even his own humanity. After all, in the grand scheme of things, he's just a man. A single solitary person who's nothing more than a tool. A
Who
weapon
texted me?
of war to be thrown away. Why should he care about his body status? So long as it allows him to fight, survive, and kill his opponents, that's all that matters. I feel the Stains of Time really indicates this notion, as it's a song that talks about nature running its course, using rain to an attempt to wash away the anger of a man's soul.
Oh my god, he's the fucking edgiest song too, huh?
But it's useless. Monsoon is a man who gave up his hope, his humanity, things that make him
Did he reject
human.
his humanity, Jojo?
And when that realization sets in,
Oh my god.
just like a light sprinkling of rain warps into a violent storm in a desperate attempt to erase the man's suffering, Monsoon is a husk of a human, with no hope left within his body. So he fights.
Ah,
and
a black
fights,
pillar.
and fights. In a similar vein to Mistral's encounter, was a question of Raiden's identity, Monsoon's battle is also a question to Raiden's identity. Raiden viewed himself as a protector of the weak, and that his sword is a tool of justice. Monsoon questioned the inherent nature of Raiden, that Raiden is naturally a violent individual. Gee, I wonder what gave him that idea. Well, Monsoon does get his wish. He gets to see Raiden's true nature, and after an epic fight, the monsoon subsided, brutally murdered in a rainstorm, according to his own ideology of the strong preying on the weak. And he's actually pretty fine with that.
Oh, he probably likes it, huh? Freak.
Don't be ashamed.
I'm just kind of chilling out eating some cottage cheese.
Running its course. Your means end here. No, I passed one.
One day Tumblr staff is gonna post that voice clip and then they're gonna delete the site.
Will rise. The slaughter will continue. Now, I return to the earth. Wind blows. Rain falls. The strong prey on the weak. All is as it should be.
Okay, freak.
All facts of life, and when you think about it, humans are actually slaves to their natures. We may fight it, but deep down we know it's true. And like he said, he passed a meme onto Raiden. The will to survive, the will to fight, and to use his past as an extension of himself.
I think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
Did he literally just say that? Oh my god. I'm gonna pause this for a minute, and then pause this for a minute, play more of this, and then go back to that later. Some dead ends have different conclusions depending on Lily's actions, despite the ending remaining the same. Did I unlock any new outfits? Nope. I want to wear my cute little froggy thing again. Yes. Yeah, you start out in your little room, and you hear a voice coming. Yeah, I opened this before, so that's why, well, you saw why that happened. Heck. Oh, okay, so you played this before, cool. I was wondering about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was considering, I don't know if I'm ever gonna need this. But I might as well take it just in case I need the notes. I know I can't take those sheets. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if, like, if I just stay in the house for a certain amount of time, just, like, leave it there, would he eventually come back? I may as well get this. Yeah, it's one of those games where it starts out, where it doesn't seem like you have a lot of options, and then you sort of discover more. Looking at this causes a sharp pain to go through your head. Every single one of these is one of the times I have died in a significant way. Okay, I'll go down there in a second. Let me... take the shears. Take the bolt cutters. Yes. Take the extension cord. Okay, I can't get into that yet. Right? I love these horror games where every time you die horribly, it actually helps you. 'Cause I sure am good at dying in games. Take the net. I wonder if I take this photo with me, or if I keep my notes. If I can do something at the dark room, photo development room. Take the knife. Okay, go back up. Oh, yeah. This is a fun little thing here. You can put the knife into the hole in the memorial. Black liquid and long tangled hair. So all this pink stuff is hair. That's what it was talking about in the building. Possible to tell where the hair begins or ends inside. Don't know if the hair is moving on its own or if it's a trick of the light. Put your hand in the hair and pull at it. It seems to be attached to something. Yeah, let's take some oily hair. Oh yeah, and I gotta remember to use the knitting needles to knit the yarn into a stronger rope. Yes. Let me go see if there's anything in the mailbox now. I need to see if I can find the ladder into the thing. Yep, take the tire swing. Ba ba ba. Yes. One time I got run over by a car. Okay, recent case of multiple outsider vehicles. Not students for a local college. Okay, the other guys were talking about, like, student responsibilities. So it could be that the whole town is in on whatever's happening here. Jordan direct outside world. Have fallen prey to our local wildlife. I still don't know what's up with the local wildlife. It may just be that there's a bunch of fucked up lilies roaming around. What was that? Should I Okay, it went all the way up. I thought it was gonna catch me. Yeah, the local wildlife. There's this one part where over here there were some little eyes staring through the woods, so I gave them some jerky I found. I thought it was gonna jump scare me or something. I got jump scared by my own anticipation of a jump scare. I play horror games all the time. I play so many horror games. Okay, go in here. I'm gonna get the jerky anyway. But yeah, over multiple deaths, I gave the thing too much jerky. And it ate me. Tomatoes, beans, and ham. Colonel Soup. Papa's favorite soup isn't there. Do I have to find his favorite soup? Okay, it said... Yeah, there's just a bunch of hair in here, so, you know, that's nice. The message in the archive said that the ladder to the attic is in the pantry, but I don't know how to get in there. And I've already tried before to move that stool in there, but I can't. It's weird, actually. You're sure you drew these, but you can't actually remember actually making them. That's new. The grocery delivery hasn't come in yet this week. Sometimes it'll give you new information. Uncheesed macaroni noodles in the drain. Yeah, I was thinking of, like, trying to use some. This was a new part that happened after I died one time. You can also remember one part that Papa skipped over when the puppets were singing about a number to call. Papa said that number is dangerous. I'm pretty sure that's a number I've been, like, working on in there. Okay. Can I, like, put the jerky back in? Okay, we're hungry now. Can I whip something off the thing? Use chain. Can I use a bolt cutter on the soup can to open up a can of soup? I mean, I'm pretty sure I could open a soup can with a bolt cutter. It should be strong enough. Should be way too powerful for a soup can. Let me open something. I know I need 10 pieces to get all the way down to the thing. Getting this letter up here. Writing to you from Mother's house. Especially curious about your progress on your research progress. The bottom left? Wait, heck, did I miss something? I probably missed something. Please write to her and possibly send samples. Vic. What that's about. That kind of looks like a hole. I can't use any of these here. If I stand, like, in front of it? So far I haven't been able to use any of the ropes for anything other than... It's like, I've been wondering... See, that almost looks like some rope up there. So I've been wondering if I can, like, do something with that. If there's, like, hair on the ground that could have been used by a prior lily as a rope to try to get up somewhere? I just know that somewhere up here, or somewhere in here, somewhere around here, there's supposed to be a way to get into the attic. Oh! Well, complain and you shall... Tony, I can't do this anymore. Is that... That's not popping up on the... Oh. Tony, I can't do this anymore. Accidentally clicked. She's been telling you things that would have made you sick a year ago. I thought things would be different now that she's dead. But you've just gotten worse. She isn't your mother or God. Huh? How many people did you kill to try and recreate her body? Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Oh. Oh, God. That's what it says on the pop-up. Get the fuck away from me, Tony. I am taking Lily and leaving. Oh dear. Go with me. Stop. Oh, fuck. Stop, 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 stop. Ma, are you up here? Do you need help with the... Oh dear. Tony! Hey Tony, let go of me. What are you doing, Tony? You're creating abominations, Tony. Ma? Fatal error. Unauthorized scene call. No, wait! It froze. Oh, fuck, dude. You okay, game? Yes, pretty weird. I think it's just frozen there. Escape? It's not even going back to the beginning. I have to close it and open it again. Okay, I'll open it again, give it a second, and yeah, I'll play more of that. Hold on. You capturing? Come on. There we go. Pure ice game. Yeah, give that a sec. Well, what happens if I resume this save? Ah. I show up outside the pantry. Kill on. Eat more of my snacko. Sundowner.
Sundowner, dry Californian winds, and one of the more prominent characters in Metal Gear Rising. Unlike Mistral or Monsoon, Sundowner is a character that the player is introduced quite early in the game, being one of the two Winds of Destruction who appeared before Raiden and set up the events of the game. An American soldier who accepted his bloodlust and is a warmonger. After all, as he says...
Give war a chance.
No. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
The Californian Wildfire. No. Which is funny because he's actually from Alabama. Which is actually telling since his name doesn't derive from his origins of location like the other two. He was named after his actions on the battlefield that he would leave his enemies in bloody piles, their blood streaming and looking like the blazing setting sun. The invasion of Panama, the Gulf War, the Iraq War, and Afghanistan. These were all conflicts that Sundowner was a part of. Fictionally, of course. He came from a poor family and couldn't afford college, so he joined the American military, and he was good at his job, maybe a bit too much.
Look like that Mr. X guy from that other game for a second. And
The
the
guy
trench coat.
obviously has a sick fascination with war and fighting. The only reason why he left the battlefield for some time was because he was hit with an IED, an improvised explosive device. It's what led him to get a cyborg body, and it's represented in his weapon, the Bloodlust. Two
I knew a dude
high-frequency
who's in the
machetes that
Marines who's
combine
like
into a
a
scissor-like weapon,
the armored vehicle hit an
representing his
IED and it like
demented
threw the
drive
thing
for
sideways.
violence. If you were to look at these
That's
three
so
runes of
scary.
destruction, they represent parts of Raiden. Mistral was a signifier for Raiden's past, Monsoon was the delusion of Raiden's present, and Sundowner, well, he represents a possible future for Raiden. One of Sundowner's speeches alludes to how humans are naturally violent, and considering that Raiden had just accepted Jack the Ripper as his past, and is using it to fight against Desperado, it's not outside the realm of possibility that Raiden could easily slip into a similar role of Sundowner. Or could have. Red Sun. The theme for Sundowner represents this. A red sun over paradise. In Japanese culture, this phrase supposedly refers to a blood-stained night after a war, but changing the bloody moon into a red sun. A change in the world's order, humans tarnishing the natural beauty with their actions, with their fighting, with their spilled blood.
What is even happening?
To Sundowner, he believes that humans are naturally violent, and to an extent, they are. I mean, I'm not going to claim otherwise in a game where we see Raiden do this.
All humans violent statistic, wildly inaccurate.
Now,
One dude
you may be
extremely
wondering,
violent. Hold on,
he's a
what?
full-blooded American. Why are you bringing up Japanese stuff? Well, if you take a look at his actual boss fight, one look
I'll be
at
back on.
Sundowner and you'll see
I'm
that
just
his
gonna let this
overall
play.
style of combat is that of a Japanese shogun armor. And before you fight Sundowner, you have to go through a Japanese garden inside Desperado's building. However, this to me is nothing more than a front. While Sundowner certainly isn't a pushover in the throes of battle, he has nothing more than a protective shield of how weak he truly is. Sundowner is a hypocrite, and one who will do what he can to justify his actions. He claims that he and Desperado/World Marshal are only suppliers of war. They don't create the market for the war economy, that they are only the ones who give people their weapons. But he's full of crap. Desperado's plan, under Armstrong's guidance, was to instigate a terrorist incident while the US president was in Pakistan in order to create another war on terror, creating the market for war. It's a flimsy justification, a shield as it were.
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
You can even attribute that fact that he gained his wealth through the war times in order to get out of the poor state, as a means of justification for his actions. Even Bloodlust, his weapons, can attribute to this. Machetes have frequently been used in bloody uprisings and revolutionary wars, and with how Sundowner's weapons can be used, they're more than likely to leave the attacked person alive, but cause them to bleed out. Fitting for a man who claims it to be in for the money, but takes obvious pleasure in the cruelty. Even when you fight against Sundowner, amongst all the winds of destruction, he's the one who fights the dirtiest. Mistral had the dwarf geckos that she ripped the arms out of to help her, and used them to distract Raiden and throw them at him for minimal damage. Monsoon, however, doesn't have many goons in his boss fight. He uses things like smoke screens and his magnetic power to throw debris at Raiden. Sundowner, he's on a different level with his underhanded tactics. His arena has attack helicopters all around it that will attack Raiden while fighting him. His shields explode if you make contact with them or cut them the wrong way. He'll summon goons to fight you. He'll resort to battlefield acquisition when the fight starts to turn against him, meaning... And when he's about to lose completely, he just goes... Fuck it! And has the helicopters attack and destroy the helipad in an attempt to kill Raiden. These are the tactics of a cowardly man. Granted, I'm not saying they're bad tactics, you know. You do what you can in order to fight and win. That being said... With an explosion to his back, like the rising or setting sun, Sundowner gets cut down for all his dirty tricks and cruelty. A man like him loses to Raiden. Sundowner's theme is about the world being set on fire, and he's killed because an explosion propelled him towards Raiden. In a sense, Raiden slashed the possibility of becoming a man like Sundowner in half. A man who was willing to make excuses for his horrible actions. A man willing to justify his cruelty. A man willing to say that kids are naturally cruel but grow out of it. There was one thing that Sundowner was right about, though.
Kids, you can mold, manipulated to performing all kinds of atrocities. And there's nothing like a good atrocity to keep a war going.
A sad fact of our modern day world.
This commenter, the narrator for the video, is also so dramatic. Fixed eyes, mixed smug face. Hell yeah, let's see more about this
Now
guy.
we come to my favorite boss, Jetstream Sam, Samuel Rodriguez.
You little hop.
Powerful free roaming winds, and among the winds of destruction, Sam is the one that sticks out the most, both in design
This
and
guy's
matters.
delightful.
He is the first of the winds of destruction that we, the players,
being nagged to
Raiden
help my dad
actually
was
meets
something
and
that he could
fights
easily do by himself.
and loses. Jetstream Sam has another name, Minuano, Brazilian Cool Winds, and it marks the independence of the other winds of destruction. Hell, Sam isn't technically a cyborg. He only wears a cybernetic suit and has an artificial arm. If you take notice of Sam's health, he's got the lowest amount of health amongst the bosses in the game. Granted, his fight makes it a bit harder to hit him, but it's something to really consider when you take a few moments to analyze his boss fight with a critical eye. Jetstream Sam, despite his actions of killing people, doesn't use dirty tricks. He could have stopped Raiden's trek to stop Armstrong by killing everyone at the airbase, but he didn't. He waited for Raiden to come in on the stolen motorcycle to stop Raiden through an honorable duel. Fun
What's with that
fact,
guy's
the motorcycle that Raiden stole in order to get to the airbase
Fucking
was
Megamind
actually
over there.
Sam's. Funny that, huh? Sam is someone who, while he has his own morals and code, he is a man who is broken down. Before he joined World Marshal, he wasn't a man of righteous justice. He didn't fight for the weak. No, while he did pursue his own justice, he thought his blade could cut and eliminate the corruption of the world. He did it through his own revengeance. He wandered the world fighting against criminal organizations in order to test his skills, barely taking the fight seriously, yet still managing to take down these criminals single-handedly. And he did it without taking a single blow, even from guns. Even before he became more cybernetically enhanced, as it were. In the DLC where you play as him, he was able to take down a Metal Gear
Why
Raid
is this
before he
narrator
had his
talking
artificial
like that?
arm, a feat that Ryan was only able to accomplish after he had gotten his own cybernetic enhancements. Sure, you could attribute the nanosuit to some of Sam's abilities, but he still had plenty of skill and swordsmanship to call his own that helped him throughout the fight. Like Raiden, Sam was fueled by revenge. His father, the master of the Rodriguez New Shadow School, was killed by one of his pupils with ties to a local drug cartel.
Well, I like that
So
thing.
Sam trained and took his revenge.
It has a cool balance of
He was
design.
left empty. All he had was the Muramasa, a sword left by his father to him, and his wandering
Like little
soul.
feet and big
He only
arms.
knows how to kill, not why he kills.
Sam, thanks for coming in.
What's your game, Armstrong? Gonna talk me to death?
Like I said, son, time for your final interview.
It wasn't until Armstrong and Monsoon essentially planned an interview with Sam, with Armstrong defeating him and taking his arm, that things changed for the wandering southern wind.
Ow.
Not bad, son. But,
Or his hand, dude. Ow.
like Monsoon said, losing a limb or two won't stop us. The hell? The job's yours. Welcome aboard.
Well, that's just rude.
Demoralized at his inability to defeat such a corrupted force, Sam abandoned his path of self-imposed justice. Sam believed that things like ideals had no place on the battlefield, but the strong and those who took victory had the right to claim what was and wasn't justice.
Self-taught. And not half bad. Still.
Yeah, like the 8-armed dominatrix lady and this motherfucker and Otakon. They're my favorite characters.
Your technique lacks something.
Don't even know if I'll ever play the
Raiden's
games,
ideals
but
of justice
I love
reminded
them.
of his past self, causing friction between the two, with Sam constantly mocking Raiden's pursuit of justice and protecting the weak.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose.
Raiden denying his weapon its purpose. One could say that Sam
purpose.
saw himself in Raiden, and it got to the point that Raiden actually managed to make Sam question if Armstrong's goals and methods of creating war to end war was really the right thing to do.
2 years I've been working towards this. And on the last day, Blondie has me doubting the whole thing.
Wandy.
We'll leave it up to fate then, shall we, Wolfie? A duel to the death. May the best man win.
Sam.
I cut him down, and that's that. Back to a regularly scheduled international incident. But if he beats me, if I die here, the lock on my blade will disable after a couple hours. What happens after that is up to you, Wolfie.
Jetstream Sam is a callback to old Western and samurai films. Duels with honorable opponents are a staple of those kinds of films. Wild West cowboys that would only get into gun duels with people they felt were skilled enough to challenge them. There wouldn't be a thrill otherwise. Hell, you only need to look at the lyrics of The Only Thing I Know for Real to see that mindset be reflected in Sam's character.
A desolate place without any trace. It's only the cold of fear. It's me that I spy as I stand up and fight.
Yeah, solid snake dodgy.
I know for real.
Heck, when you start the duel with Sam, a tumbleweed just
Or
so
liquid or
happens to build past
gaseous or whatever.
Raiden and Sam just as they're about to begin their fight. They are a
Fucking
staple of
plasma.
this kind of cinematography in duels. Along with that, you have a red and golden sunset, which got its color from high-altitude clouds and atmospheric dust, adding to the feels of this fight. And if you want to take a closer look at the Japanese side of things, there's a Shinto rivalry between the lightning and wind gods, with Sam having a reference to the winds and Raiden, well, Raiden's name is that of a Japanese god of thunder and lightning. I think you guys can put 2 and 2 together. Sam represents the loser whose defeat and service to Armstrong essentially turned him into a nihilistic international terrorist who supported World Marshal until his encounter with Raiden, who made him question and
He's a
reaffirm his sense
sad
of
boy.
ideals, identity, and motivation. Sam is another path Raiden could have taken, where he becomes a husk of his former self, having cast aside
he's
his
just the
justice to take
saddest
up on
boy.
others. And as such, he acts as a good foil to Raiden. The two are very similar in multiple ways, especially their fighting styles. However, Sam was someone who gave up his why to fight, and only focused on the how to kill.
Memories broken, the truth goes unspoken. I'm vivid, forgotten my name. I don't know the season or what is the reason I'm standing here holding my blade.
And if you notice that when you knock out his sword from his hands, the lyrics to his theme song will stop playing. He's not able to give his all in the fight. His identity, his life is just for him to fight in battle, and without his blade, he is unable to feel alive. Even so, unlike other bosses, Sam's fight is straightforward. It's a test of skill, not one of trickery or underhanded tactics. He fights Raiden one-on-one, a stark contrast to that of the other bosses in the game up to this point. The other most notable thing about Sam is his death. Out of all the other deaths of the bosses, his is the most honorable and humane, a stab through the torso. Despite their conflicting ideals and their opposition, Raiden refrains from cutting Sam into small pieces like he has with the other Winds of Destruction, even removing the blood from Sam's sword before sheathing it, showing Raiden had respect for the fallen warrior. Sam is probably what I consider to be a great
Oh,
rival in
so
gaming,
anime.
with a similar skill set to that of the player character, a connection of sorts to said character, and even allowing the character for people to respect him as a person. Jetstream Sam was a man of his own justice, beaten down by the cruelty of the world, and had given up his own sense of right and wrong when he was effectively scarred for the remainder of his life by the loss of Armstrong's overwhelming power. His is a story of a man being broken, and seeing another man who used to be like him stand up against the same forces that broke Sam. Raiden using Sam's Muramasa against Armstrong is a passing of the torch, much like with Metal Gear Ray, and where Sam surrendered his own justice, Raiden took up his own blade and defeated the man that Sam could not.
Oh, I'm not so sure. And besides, this isn't my sword.
His voice is so ridiculous!
Come on! Okay. Let's dance.
I know, I'm deliberately skipping out on someone. You guys know exactly who. And if you guys want me to do it, flood this comment section with
Nanomachine Son.
give me 10,000 comments of Nanomachine Son, and I'll make a video about Senator Armstrong. I'm Unga Common, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Fantastic video, you edgy fuck. Wait, this song is kinda cool. Yeah. Well, that's intriguing. Fun stuff there. Back to game time. Ah. If I do that again, will it... Could that only happen once? Anything in the mailbox now? Those are still here. I need a mirror charm. Okay, I still have that from last time. Still went over there. Okay. Yep. I wonder if I can get out to that pipe, because you go down here. After a couple of lengths of rope, there's... Oh, I forgot to turn the game volume down. There's a lantern here. Over here, there's this. Could I, like, throw a piece of jerky down there? Okay, no. There's the mirror that went out into the tunnel. Well, not mirror, I mean. The, Huh? Okay, here's this that goes back out to the tunnel. One of the vents. Here's the bottom of the well. which again is full of dead lilies. Nobody's here. Your only company is bones, rotting meat, and maggots. Oh dear, again, someone cut the rope. It's up to you now to decide what to do. Yeah, I pulled up the task list. It's a bunch of stuff you have to e-sign. It's a bunch of stuff you have to e-sign. Does it all look okay? Yeah. What's the big green button? It should be loaded. You're not being signed, it's just making sure that you know what they look like. I swear to God, I don't get no respect. Okay. What? Okay.
They sent me, I want you to, someone emailed me an appraisal.
Okay.
Take that appraisal and put it in documents.
Yep, let's take the Master ID card again. This is where I kill the guy. In here, there's a little key, but for some reason it won't let me cut the bars. Much too thick to use the bolt cutters on. Can I try to use the knitting needles to thin enough to get past the bars? Finally, it didn't let me do that last time. Okay, got the office key. Got into the office. There's an inflatable plastic couch. You always wanted a couch like this ever since you saw it in a Christmas toy magazine. Actually, you have a secret desire to have an entire house only containing brightly colored inflatable plastic furniture, except the bed. You want a water bed. Hell yeah. Much as you want it, you probably couldn't fit through the doorway. You'd have to deflate it first. I always wanted a chair like this for Saudi's Christmas toy magazine. The shelf is lined with binders and folders. You see GID project documentation, recorded NIMP project documentation, and advanced cell growth photos among the files. See Children of Stardust studies, Azoth formation documentation, and notable student projects among the files. Can I take anything? You would take some if the idea of reading something like that looked like something that looked that boring or invaded your skull. Hold on! I swear it's just, what do I do? Press the button. What do I do? Press the button. An infinite maze is running on the screen as the screensaver. It's also absolutely mesmerizing to watch. The computer is heavy, too heavy and too many parts. There's an ID card on the desk. The ID has a familiar face on it. Yeah? Yeah. Got another ID card. Okay, so scroll down and find the signature. Gotta click it. Lot case, lost cause. Best not to get caught, yeah. He only loves his own memory of you. The attic ladder is in the pantry. I was able to find that. Kill yourself in front of him to see if he still has the capacity for emotion. Huh. This is what happens when you're an ungrateful brat. Our hair will forever grow as long as our soul has a place to return to. He read your college essay about Ma. Okay, so there's different parts of this. Kill yourself in front of him to see if he still has capacity for emotion. Is that what she did there? boarded up, would I be able to, like... Won't even let me examine this. Does whatever's behind the door want jerky? No. Yeah! Fuck, battery running out. Come on. Really? Okay, there we go. Plug that in. Just one of our test subjects. Do you want some jerky? Can I use the shears to cut the hair? Box is filled with new glass bottles. It beats ever slowly. Hmm. Can I smash the glass with something? Hmm. Wondering if I could, like, unlock this. Okay. No, you just keep going forward, yeah. Okay, what are you confused about?
Well, he hit this before or after I
It just says signature required, it'll probably move you down the page, right clicking on it.
I mean, I gotta put the signature first, right?
If you hit signature required, it'll just move you down to the bottom of the page to see where the signature is. That's it. That's it. Loading the signature. You signed the page, correctly? If you hit signature required, it'll just move you down the page. Apparently, you just need to sign that you have seen the list. That's it. You just have to see the list of home oil and counseling companies in your area, saying that yes, you have seen them. You know there's options or whatever. It's probably a legal thing that they have to. You sign, hey, continue. snip the hair away. No, I can't. Bleach. What can I incinerate? Who the hell is Auntie Mifuyu? You're the scrapped project, I guess. Can I want to free her. Okay, I'm on B4, which is like that one, right? The yellow one. Your tears are making your cheeks sting. Can I smash the window with the bolt cutters? Dry heaving is becoming normal for you now. I should have been checking those, damn. No more hair, no. Deeper down the hole is a thick liquid. It's the same as in the garden. Can't take any. Okay. Not again. I wonder what I can incinerate. Can I incinerate Papa? Oh yeah, I should keep, you scratch your head checking to see if your hair is leaking the oil too. You want your real room. Twisted parody of your comforts is taunting you. A scenario like this is unthinkable. Can I, like, use anything in here? Okay, I can't use these in here. I was thinking maybe I could reach, like, a secret room or something. Smells like the bottom of the well. Are there any of these that are different? Can I, like, stab them? Try to cut through the metal? It's another room where I can go in and out and something weird happens? Surgery in progress. Does anything happen if I, like, look at the... Birthday card had a picture, right? Black rabbits. I wonder if I can, like, smash them. I smash things with the wool cutters. Over there. Okay, is there anything I, like, missed here? Heck, I gotta click it. All the way down. Kind of order sign with the door additionally being locked. That is a fire hazard. Peeking through the reinforced window, you see the stairway. Some kind of sludge is covering all of the steps. A singular wet floor sign floats near the window. Her specialty? Specialty is alchemy, I guess. Armcardia. Trying to figure out if, like, those things have anything to do there. Thinking I could, like, snip the wires and mess it up or something. Man, I remember the Infinite Maze screensaver. I've never used a computer before, but you have the strange urge to play games. Why are you thinking about trying to feed a talking fish to an eel? You think weird thoughts. This room smells familiar. Looking at this couch makes you tremble for some reason. Okay, I got the key out of there. I got the master ID card. I can go anywhere in here. Wondering what I can incinerate. Can't use any of those. This is the room that told me about hair will forever grow as long as our soul has a place to return to. Our flesh stretches throughout. You don't even remember, Ma. I didn't see that before. Can't check anything over there. This isn't about rope anymore. Jeez, it's a bit loud, huh? Can't examine that picture. Can I cut the bolts? Oh. Can I put my knitting needles through the bars? Oh, it kind of looks like bars. Could they just, like, not kill this one? Can I give her my needles? Can't give her my jerky. Can't give me my jerky. Won't let me cut open the bars. Can, like, smash the case. I was thinking there'd be something I could do here, but... hoping I could, like, cut this person down. There's hair to snip. I wonder if that's the vent that goes out to the thing. Because there was a vent that went out to the, that went out to the tunnel. Can I take that coffee? Do I go back to him? I do want to see if there's an option where I just stay in the house. Everything is wrong. There we go. Up. Okay. I guess I could just go back to Papa and see what he's doing. What are these rooms again? surgery happening over there. That was the dark room. Okay, now that I've gone up here again. Papa? You're back. Let's try again, Lily. Dead end. Unlearned lesson. Okay, I already got the one before, right? Yeah. Rocks can be placed back in the same area where they're found if their speed penalty is too much. Papa? Did anything change about the intro? Cold rainy day. You're Lily. Lily's a young innocent girl, 9 years of age. You live in a modest home with your papa. On this cold and rainy day, you're knitting on the couch while Papa packs his things. Tonight he needs to go to work in order to teach a night class. Okay, so he teaches at the university, I'm guessing. Lily is a good child. Papa trusts you to stay safe while he's gone. Before he leaves, Papa makes hot dogs and boxed mac and cheese. He helps you pour the cheese sauce on the hot dog in order to make it taste better. You enjoy your meal together, ignorant of future events. Papa puts you to bed with the sound of rain lulling you to sleep. And then this is where the voice starts. Okay, nothing here is changing. There's nobody among the rain and darkness. Is it a dream? Please, it hurts. Help. The well. Someone is in the well. The rope normally hanging from it has vanished. You're a good girl, so you get out of bed to go help. A new outfit? Oh, right, yeah, I never checked the, info. Little Red Riding Hood was told to stay on the path, but instead strayed. While she got eaten by the wolf also died because of her actions, unlocked by getting all the ending Don't Feed the Wildlife. Oh, so that's how I got that one. A rose. Sure, what's the info? Fitting with their beauty, roses can be difficult to grow, just like how difficult it is to get Lily to grow. Unlocked by talking to Papa at the bottom twice. I've tried to open these before, but they don't work. Oh, wearing a fancy little rose dress, so cute. Alright, I gotta sign off for now. Got some other stuff to do. I don't think there's anyone there anymore, but if you are, stay hydrated, do your stretches, save your progress if you're working on some. Oh, a fancy little pose. And yeah, bye for now.